Hi, my loves. I intend you guys are doing well. I would like to answer a few questions, the most frequently asked questions in this video. Okay, so let's start. Affirmations. How many times should you be affirming? Okay, now I get this question not just from my viewers but from my clients as well. When they take custom affirmations from me, how many times do you need to affirm? Okay, let's understand something, okay, before I answer this question. Why are you affirming? Now, what is an affirmation? An affirmation is a thought that you would be having once your desire is already manifested, right? So when you are affirming from the state of the person who already has the desire fulfilled. So I will definitely not give you a count because that is not exactly how it works. But if you are somebody who is constantly having thoughts which are going against your desired reality, then you should be affirming, you should be reminding yourself rather of your new reality through your affirmations. Okay, so there is no definite count to this. You will have to be affirming each time you find yourself going back to the old story, because the point of an affirmation is to bring you into the state of the wish fulfilled, right? So each time you find yourself thinking against your desire, you will have to be affirming. That can be just once or more, right? So it is not about the count, it is about your fallback state. If you are someone who does not have too many negative thoughts, if you are someone who is not really thinking against it, if you are someone who is not really having to fight and flip every negative thought, and you are in the flow of life, and you are aware of the fact that you are dominantly in the state of the wish fulfilled, then you do not need to be affirming, because the state is relevant here. The affirmations are taking you into that state. So if you are already in the state and you think there is nothing else that needs to be done, then it is done. You do not have to constantly keep affirming just so that your manifestation comes to pass. An affirmation is supposed to take you into the state. If you are in the state and you do not have any issues with thinking against it, then you do not need to be affirming 24/7. But if you are someone who has too many negative thoughts, like, thoughts which are opposing the desired reality, then you will have to remind yourself that no, this is your new identity, this is who you are now, this is what your reality looks like now. Otherwise, constantly affirming is not required, even if you're not thinking about your desire, because I get this often. And at some point in my life, in my journey, even I was confused about this. Like, what if I'm not thinking about my desire anymore? What if I'm not specifically affirming for my desire? It does not matter. Unless you're having too many opposing thoughts to it, it really does not matter. You will still get your desire manifested. Okay, so I intend that answers it. The second question, third parties. I think I'm one of the very few coaches who have been speaking about this over and over and over again. And you guys also want me to post a subliminal to remove a third party, which I have already told you guys that I will do it once my subliminal channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. Not because I want to do it, but because since it's requested, I will do it. But I will ensure that it is mostly a self-concept subliminal. Okay, now the very fact that you are constantly thinking about a third party and trying to remove them is because you feel threatened by them. Okay, internalize this, try to understand what I'm saying. You are feeling threatened by the third party. The third party, the threat is actually an assumption that you're dwelling on over and over and over and over again, and creating this story inside your head that is a problem that needs to be removed first so that you can have your SP. The point being, you do not have to remove anyone. Now, this is something that I have been saying, and I'll continue to repeat myself because that is my job. You do not have to remove anyone, because the moment you start trying to remove someone, that is because you feel that you need to problem solve manifestation. And manifesting is not problem solving, precisely because, for the logical ones here, precisely because there is no problem to begin with. Apart from the story that you are repeating constantly, there is no problem. You and your SP can be together just because you want it to be so. So the point of you affirming should be to ensure that you are in the state where you and your SP are already together. Your affirmation should not be about removing someone, because you're problem solving. Ideally, it should not be so. Because removing someone is not required, because you are already in a reality where you and your SP are already together. This is about awareness. This is about where you are putting your awareness, what you are putting your focus on. Sustained, consistent focus on. So if you are constantly in the state of trying to remove someone, you are disrespecting yourself. And you do not need to really be concerned about this. I have posted success stories of my clients and viewers who have successfully manifested their SPs, and the third parties were happily gone, and they were not really constantly trying to remove someone. Do not torture yourself. Do not make this difficult for yourself just because you think you have come into the assumption that manifesting is a quick fix and can remove the third party. No. Manifesting is about you. You getting into the identity of the person who is with your SP so that your SP can show up. The third party has no role in your story. Ideally, should not have a role. So start giving yourself some respect, some honor, some love, and stop trying to remove the third party. That's an extremely chaser energy, which is unattractive, and I am sure that you will agree with me on that. Okay. How many times should you be affirming? Third parties, surrender. Okay. Now, Surrender is not you giving up on your desire. Okay? Surrender is you not trying to fix it. Fix the reality which is not to your liking, the one that you do not want. That is surrender. Because the more you try to fix this, the more you are in this reality. But actually you want to be here, right? So surrender, please understand this. Please, I request you. I know some of you like me ranting, but I'm not in the mood to rant today. But I will still have to tell you this. Surrender is not you letting go of your desire. Surrender is you letting go of trying to control how it is going to unfold. And then you do what? You tell yourself or your mistaken identity, which I loosely term as the ego, that I do not need to figure out how this is going to happen, but since I am in that space mentally, I am going to be taken care of. This is going to be taken care of, and I do not need to worry about how it is going to be taken care of. I surrender the control to handle this 3D. Like I am surrendering control. I do not need to micromanage, problem solve this reality. I am surrendering this undesired reality completely. I am not going to break my head on trying to understand how my manifestation is going to unfold for me. That's surrender. And then you shift your awareness to being the version through your affirmations or anything that you want to do that gives you peace and that makes you feel relaxed. You shift your awareness to being the version who already has the desire manifested. Letting go, surrender, these words actually create such panic attacks inside you because you think you have to let go of your desire. No. You have to let go of trying to understand how it is going to unfold and just trust, and this trust and faith will get bigger and bigger the more you repeat tapping into the reality that you want to experience through your techniques, or if some of you are really advanced, just assuming I don't have to do anything. If I want it, it is mine. I will not try to figure this out. That is surrender for you. Okay? Next. Yes, and some of you guys have asked me to speak about how my subliminals work. Just like any other subliminal. You just have to listen to it. There's nothing else to do. Of course, you will have to be aware of where your thoughts are going. You will have to keep a check on your mental diet. You will have to discipline your thoughts. That's a given. But how do they work? Nothing. Loop them as much as you can. As much as you are comfortable with, rather. And then it's going to work. That is it. It is going to work. I'm creating subliminals that work, right? So, just listen. Just listen. There is nothing else that you have to do. Do you have to use your headphones and stuff? If you can, yes. But if it's a nighttime loop, if you're looping it at night, obviously, just play it around you and then go off to sleep. It's going to do the magic. It's going to work for you. That is how it works. Just listen. When you're doing something else, just loop it. You do not have to consciously listen. You can just keep it on, basically. Just play it and go about your day. Okay? And how many times? Yeah, I think that's about it. We'll just touch up on a few things. We'll repeat. Believing is not required. You are just affirming your truth. Like, this is what I want. You don't have to believe it. There is nothing to feel it. There is nothing, no feeling required. The only thing required is you are peaceful. You are neutral. If you're feeling sad, you can cry. If you're feeling angry, you can vent it. Just don't live there. Just because you are having an emotion, yes, there's something more. Again, each time you are having an emotion which is undesirable, you're feeling sad or you're feeling angry or you are feeling frustrated, you think that you're doing something wrong. No, you cannot. It cannot spoil or mess up with your manifestation. It's not possible. I'll explain it to you. Why? Because the logical mind is the one responsible for these kind of emotions, these doubts, these fears, these frantic spaces where you feel like, oh, I am feeling this emotion, so I messed it up. No, you did not. This is the law of assumption. If you assume you're messing it up, then you will. You can create an assumption right now. Take notes that even if I have doubts, fears, even if I'm feeling miserable right now, I'm still going to get my stuff. Because the emotions, the not feeling good, they are all your ego. The logical mind, the mistaken identity. And that has got nothing to do with you getting your desire. Nothing. So don't get scared and don't start walking on eggshells just because you feel that you have an undesirable emotion and that is why you will not get your manifestation. You will probably delay it, but you will still get it. Create that assumption. Because this is not about you being in Zen state 24/7. No, this is about you choosing an identity. So think about it. When you manifest your SP and you are living your happily ever after, you will still have your mood swings. You will still have moments when you are irritated. You will still have fights once in a while. And that's okay. That's the journey. But that does not change the fact that you are already with your SP. So a few emotions here and there, if you are constantly assigning it undesirable meanings which are not helping your purpose, your goal, you are doing yourself a disservice. So do not assign it a meaning that if you want to cry or if you're feeling absolutely disgusted, even with the term manifestation, you're like absolutely disgusted, like I don't even think this is working. Create an assumption that even when I believe that it is not working, I am still going to get my desire manifested. Because there is no good, bad, negative, positive, nothing here. It is all based on your dominant assumption. So give yourself that luxury of feeling your emotions and then still getting what you want. However, I need to clarify something. Just because I say like, okay, give yourself that luxury, it does not imply that you unpack and live there. As I always say, you have an emotion, address it, release it, cry, shout, yell, break a few things. I've been saying this over and over again, but don't live there. You are here to win. Even if you have a few moments of discomfort, distress. So, yeah, that's it. Like, I have seen it like with people, I don't think I can do this. I'm feeling extremely frustrated. Everyone does. Even coaches do. Sometimes, I feel like, is this even working? Then I fine tune it. Even if I can't see it, it is still working and I'm going to get my stuff. That is manifesting for you. You fine tune, you keep fine tuning it to your advantage, to your inner peace. So it is not that you will never have a doubt. It is about you understanding. Now this is very important, okay? So absorb this and take notes. It is not that you will never have a doubt or fear or sadness. It is about you understanding that they are all based on your logical thinking, based on your past experiences, old stories. And they have absolutely no role to play in you getting your desire unless you assume they do. I am trusting that I have been able to explain myself clearly even to the logical minds. Manifesting is not logical. So if you are having an emotion which you do not like, please do not suppress it. Please release it, process it, assign it a meaning that I'm releasing the old dead patterns, and it means nothing. It has no role to play in me getting my desire. I am allowed to feel this and I can still get my desire because that is the truth. That is the truth. That is your truth. You are here to win. You are here to get whatever you want only because you exist. Only because you're breathing right now. Only because you're watching me right now. Only because you are internalizing and absorbing and applying what I'm teaching you right now. Make sense? Or make sense? I always make sense. I intend that was helpful. I intend that answered some of your questions. And that's it. And please do not keep telling me about the third party subliminal. I will make it once the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. That's it. So you know what to do, right? So do it. Do it for me. I know you guys love me. So yeah, that's it. Cry your lungs out and still assign it a meaning that I'm getting my stuff just because I'm crying right now. This is the law of assumption. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just because I'm crying right now, I'm going to get my desire. Just because I'm feeling absolutely frustrated with manifesting, I'm going to get my desire. This is not logical. It's going to sound bizarre. It is supposed to sound bizarre because we were trained to be constantly micromanaging and problem solving since we were born. It's not your fault. So it will take some time for you to wrap your head around it. Anything that is not giving you peace and a sense of calm and neutrality is not your reality. So if you keep suppressing your emotions, it is going to cause a lot of discomfort in your mind and in your body. So start taking care of your mind and your body. Because as it is, in any which way, whether you affirm or you don't affirm, you will still get your desire manifested. I am affirming that for you. Because I love you guys. So, do not try to understand whether it's working and start seeing that it is working even if I'm feeling absolutely mind right now, and even if I'm feeling that nothing is working, I know it is working and I'm going to get my stuff. Because it is not about you believing what you are saying or thinking, but it is about you just saying it or repeating it in your head. Let me repeat this. When you say, I have no clue how I'm going to get this, but I'm going to get this, that is what matters. Even if you do not believe in it, say it. Think it. Because you are not supposed to know the how. The only torture that you have to stop causing to yourself is understanding the how and the when. The moment you stop it, it's going to flow very easily to you. So give yourself some much deserved peace and tell yourself, whatever I'm doing is working. Even if I'm affirming once, it is working. Even if I'm feeling doubts, it is working. Even if I'm affirming 10,000 times a day, it is working. Whatever I am doing, it is working. Even if I'm just not doing anything and going off to sleep, it is still working. I'm blinking, it is working. I'm filming this video, that is precisely why I'm going to get all my desires manifested, because I am creating that assumption through repetition. There is no rule, nothing. You can just keep saying, and you can just keep saying that whatever I'm doing is working. Even if I am absolutely famished, and I'm tired, I'm exhausted with manifesting, with affirming, with doing my techniques, I'm still going to get my desire. Why? The only reason why is, if your logical mind asks you, because I exist. There is nothing to worry about. The worry is being caused by your overthinking. And in manifesting, you cannot overthink. Stop overthinking. And now you will start typing how to stop overthinking. You just decide not to, and you decide to discipline your mind. No one can stop you from overthinking unless you really grasp what I'm saying. If at all you have to think something, then think from the perspective of the person who is a winner. Or else stop thinking, do something you enjoy. Do your work, do anything that makes you feel better. You do not have to be thinking about your desire 24/7 in order to manifest it. No. That's your ego completely trapping you, and you're falling for that bait, and you're trying to think of ways to manifest your desire. You do not have to. But if at all, if you are in a state where you feel that you have to do something, then say things which imply that you have your desire, or you'll have your desire, irrespective of what you're doing. Just because you're having a glass of water, you'll get your desire. Just because you're listening to music, you'll get your desire. You getting it? Just because you're having your breakfast right now, you'll get your desire. There's no logic here. The more logic you try to look for, the more suffering you cause yourself, which I am not comfortable with. There is no logic. Just because you're brushing your hair, you'll get your desire. Just because the sun is up, you'll get your desire. Just because it's raining, you'll get your desire. Just because this is October, you'll get your desire. No logic. No logic. Don't fall for the bait of your ego. Don't. Just because you are breathing right now, you'll get your desire. That's logic enough for you to manifest your desire. I'm intending this was helpful. I know this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.